Looks like there's a massive sell-offs on Aero coin. I've paused a little on my uploads about Aero coin because I think investors knows Aero Finance is a great investment. Well, right now, investors are kind of curious to know why the price of Aerodrome coin is down, and that's why I'm here to explain that today. Without much saying, let's dive deep into the discussion. Looking at the news, there's a mention of the Federal Reserve cutting rates, which might have affected the broader market. However, the crypto market cap is down 2.36% in 24 hours, so Aero's drop is steeper than the overall market. There's a news article from September 17th mentioning that Aerodrome Finance rose 6.6% to $1.28, but that's from a week ago. More recent news might be relevant. Another article from September 16th talks about Aero's price analysis, noting that it hit resistance at $1.50 and pulled back. However, the current price is much lower, so maybe there's a different factor. Wait, there's a tweet from Aerodrome Fi on September 19th stating that in the last epoch, they generated $21 million in revenue while Aero locks exceeded emissions, reducing circulating supply by 2M. That sounds positive, but the price is down. Maybe the market is reacting to something else. Another article from September 1st mentions Aero dropping nearly 19% from $1.40, ending a 3-week bullish streak. The current drop could be a continuation of that trend. Also, the technical indicators like MACD line being negative and the RSI being oversold could indicate continued bearish sentiment. There's also a mention of high trading volume, but the price is still down, which might suggest selling pressure despite high activity. Additionally, the global crypto fear and greed index is neutral, but altcoin season index is down, so maybe investors are moving away from alts like Aero. This is all you have to know about Aero stocks going down. Let's dive deep into the full details of Aerodrome Finance.
First, let's start 13 years ago, when Coinbase launched to make it safe and easy to store Bitcoin. It made what had been a complicated niche technology accessible to anyone with an email address, and in doing so, helped spur a whole new on-chain economy. Since then, Coinbase has become a world-class crypto trading platform, with millions of users trading hundreds of assets in countries all around the world. With a safe and trusted exchange, with excellent banking partners enabling high-quality on- and off-ramps, and with world-class security, Coinbase has become the go-to platform for retail traders everywhere. But we're not stopping there. I'm excited to share with you today several product announcements of new things we're doing to accelerate Coinbase's path to becoming the #1 financial app in the world. First, as the on-chain economy has evolved, we've seen millions of assets get created and traded on decentralized exchanges. But only few people have been able to navigate those decentralized exchanges to access and trade the assets that they want. That's why today, I'm incredibly excited to share with you that we will be integrating decentralized exchanges from Base directly into the main Coinbase app, enabling Coinbase users to access and trade millions of assets on-chain as soon as they're created directly in the same safe and trusted Coinbase app they already use. Coinbase will be going from one asset 13 years ago in Bitcoin to hundreds of assets today to soon having every asset on-chain available to trade in the Coinbase app by default. You'll no longer need to wonder where you can find an asset or navigate the complexity of wallets and decentralized exchanges. With this launch, you can now be confident that if it's on-chain, it's available on Coinbase.
Launched on August 28, 2023, Aerodrome is a clone of Velodrome with the goal to be a primary source of liquidity on Base, with incipient features imported from Velodrome V2. Currently, Aerodrome has started dropping Aero tokens to liquidity providers. The Base ecosystem fund backed by Coinbase Ventures sponsors this venture. Aerodrome enables token swaps with minimal slippage and fees, rewards liquidity providers with Aero tokens for their deposits, and offers governance through Vero, which users obtain by locking their Aero tokens for varying periods. Aero holders can vote on the distribution of future Aero emissions across liquidity pools. Aero holders can vote on reward distribution to strategically direct Aero emissions, enhancing liquidity in specific pools and creating a cycle that attracts more traders and generates additional fees and rewards for LPs and Aero holders. To maintain stable voting power and prevent dilution from constant emissions, the protocol employs anti-dilution rebases. Aerodrome provides competitive trading fees, offers high-potential yields for liquidity providers through Aero emissions, and allows Aero holders to participate in governance by voting on key protocol decisions. The Aero token, native to Aerodrome Finance, serves as a reward for liquidity providers and for governance purposes. With a total supply of $15 billion and a circulating supply of $531, $30 million Aero, the current price is $0.7987, giving it a market capitalization of $422.46 million. Initially, 500 million tokens were distributed to support community incentives and the protocol's long-term health. This includes 8% for voter incentives, 2% for the initial liquidity pool, 40% airdrop to Velo lockers, 21% for ecosystem pools and public goods funding, 14% for the Aerodrome team, auto max locked, and 15% for protocol grants and Aero pools vote power. Aerodrome recently reported reaching $1 billion in cumulative volume within 7 months, soaring to $15 billion in 3 months after deploying slipstream pools. The Aero token price surged over 500% following Coinbase Ventures acquisition, with a 24-hour low and high of $0.7121 and $0.7961. Trading volume decreased by 12% in the past 24 hours, suggesting waning trader interest. Aerodrome benefits from the base network's lower transaction fees compared to Ethereum, uses a self-optimizing liquidity flywheel to strategically allocate rewards to liquidity pools, attracting more traders and liquidity, and employs anti-dilution rebases to maintain the value of Aero tokens for governance and potential price appreciation.